Let's turn to continuing coverage of that massive power outage in downtown Stockton. Keep in mind it was caused by a train derailment.
And we have drone footage you see right here on your screen from the scene Monday. Work is continuing and businesses tell ABC 10's Gabriel Porras they are still recovering. We're also learning the state's Public Utilities Commission is now looking into the derailment.
Gabriel is live tonight from the scene with the very latest. Gabriel, tell us what you know so far.
Yeah, if you saw the images of the scene earlier this week, you could just imagine how much work is left to do here. Roads are still blocked off. PG&E still has a command center set up. You can see them doing some of the work right now. And as you mentioned, Chris and Laura, across Stockton, businesses tell me they are still counting their losses. For a restaurant in downtown Stockton, there's almost no more important time than the lunch rush. But on Monday,
it was a pretty bad day.
Businesses like Jose Galvan's restaurant, Fed, couldn't open at all.
About 8 a.m., power went out. We lost a few $1,000s in product, meats, fish, things like that.
A Union Pacific train derailment caused that massive power outage, impacting 17,000 Stockton PG&E customers.
I imagine a lot of people were impacted.
So was the downtown restaurant where Mary Pan works.
Monday was all bad for us because everything's shut down, and especially we have a walk-in fridge and we have things that meat and stuff that's sitting there. We lose our hours, we lose our money and the shop money, and then things that have to be tossed out.
It was not a situation where it was something that could have been done to make it preventable on our end.
Because of that, PG&E says it may not be able to reimburse those impacted. In an update Thursday, Union Pacific said the damaged cars have been cleared from the tracks and the tracks have been repaired. The rail company has not responded to interview requests.
I'm not sure if it's PG&E's fault, but hopefully there's some resources out there to help people out that suffered financial loss.
While traffic has now returned to this critical stretch of railroad, the impact isn't over.
We're going to need to, rebuild and have towers in that area, and not kind of the fix that's there right now, which is fine for right now, but it's not a permanent fix.
You figure, about $1,000 in sales plus a couple $1,000s of products that had to be tossed out. Hopefully there's a way for us to reach out to them and maybe put a claim in or something.
You heard from restaurants there, but the impact was way wider than that. Government buildings had to close, offices had to shut down for the day, and of course many homes were left without power. I asked Union Pacific via email today directly if there are any resources for those impacted, but have not heard back yet. Live in Stockton, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.
Yeah, such a stressful time for those businesses, Gabriel. We also want to note no one was thankfully hurt in the derailment. And the Federal Railroad Administration says it will receive a report on the derailment, but railroad property damage did not meet the threshold to warrant a federal investigation. So, Gabriel, keep us posted as you learn more. Thank you for that update.
And days after the train crash that caused that power outage, California Congressman John Garamendi called for a bipartisan Railroad Safety Act. Some of the suggestions include requiring 2 crew members to operate a train, requiring railroads to use defect detectors to help prevent derailments, and holding railroads accountable for safety violations with increased fines. Garamendi says the goal of this rail safety bill is to cover sensible things.
Rail safety is very, very important for the community. These railroads and the rails run right through the community. I was thinking about Davis, California. I could just go right on down the line, Sacramento. All of those communities are affected by the railroads. And this rail safety bill covers sensible things.